First of all, I think our parents have been phenomenal in terms of monitoring their own students' health, ensuring that if they've been exposed, possibly exposed to a positive case, they're immediately following our policy of quarantining for at least 14 days. I think that's been really helpful. And so the communication between the school and the families, I think, has been key. Secondly, our students are amazing. We require masks and temperature checks and social distancing, and they have been great in terms of complying with that. I know it's not easy, but they know in order to be in school, they have to do it. And so, and our staff, you know, they've gone above and beyond to make sure that education still continues in a socially distanced and safe way. So, and we're doing a lot of cleaning procedures, et cetera, but I think overall the best thing I can say is that it's the cooperation between the school and home that has kept us open. We've had 4 positive cases throughout the year, that's it. And again, we've had no spread within the school. No faculty have contracted the virus. So far, and again, we're, every day we're thankful for being able to stay open.
Making sure that we have everything in place for teachers as far as sanitizing wipes to wipe down desks after each class and before other students come in during the next period, hand sanitizer, masks, just making sure that everything is set up. We're wiping down doors, we're wiping down anything that students touch on a regular basis, on a frequent basis, just to make sure that we are doing all that we can to slow the spread inside the school.
We currently have 217 students, and so that's much easier to manage 217 students than to manage 22,000 students across multiple schools in Beaufort County. So again, it's something that is manageable for us, and it's an advantage to us. I would also say that we received many new students this year coming out of the public schools. 1/3 of our student population right now is new. So we have 71 new students this year, many of them coming from the public schools, and we have a slew of applicants for next year. I think people are beginning to see that there's a benefit here, and so our enrollment is we're going to be at capacity for next year. We're going to be full, and we'll have a waiting list because we simply do not have room for all the students who want to come.
If a student isn't at school that day, and I call and talk to the parents to find out why they're not there, did they have an exposure, or do they just have a cold? I want to find out what's going on so that we can let the staff know, if there's anything that we need to follow up on, that we can, to make sure that we are stopping it on day one instead of getting behind the ball. That's the main thing, just making sure that we're staying on top of everything. If we have a student that comes in and they're not feeling well, they have a fever, of course, compared to last year, it's a little bit more of an elevated threat as to what the possibilities could be. So just making sure that they're taken care of and that we can get them separated from the rest of the school population until we can get them home and figure out what's going on.
I think the biggest recommendation, again, is the importance of communication. I can't stress that enough, that communication between school and home, and ensuring that all parents understand what it takes to keep schools open. You cannot just send your children to school if they've been exposed to somebody who potentially has the virus. You must be cautious, keep them at home, take advantage of any virtual option that is provided by the school, and make sure that your child does not have the virus, and then therefore they're not a spreader. I think that's the best advice I can give. That's what's worked here, and that, I believe, will work everywhere as long as everybody and every parent, every family follows that.